Okay, right, so we've got to the point where basically the engine is built. A few little bits and pieces, got the bottom engine mounts on. Nothing much changed at the back apart from we built the complete speedo. Got the speedo cable on. Speedo unit was basically bought as a complete unit because it was cheaper than buying the actual drive spindle for some reason. Anyway, that's all done. The new water pump been modified. That's where you have to modify it to fit below the modified head. Standard Lucas alternator. They try and sell you a very expensive smaller one, but I can get that to fit. Bit of a dur moment, bought the wrong fan belt, but we'll get a smaller fan belt, that'll be fine. On the top, that's basically how it all looks from the front, so I'm quite pleased with that. It's sort of basically how I wanted it. On the top, that's obviously all original BMW. In fact, the bolts are all original. It came with the head when I bought it. I had them bright zinc plated down at Manningtree. Beautiful job. I had that done. 12 of these, although you need 10. I had 12 done and some other bits. Was like 40 quid. And when you try and buy these individually, they are £8 each. So go and do the maths. The inlet manifold, the trumpet, the actual mini head front panel fits about there. So you can see there is actually a clearance on that. The original plan was to use the complete BMW bike inlet with a air cleaner with the air cleaner in, air box with the cleaner, but that was done with the original starter motor. And if you look underneath, now we've got the later starter, the pre-engaged starter. We got this thing on, and we have a bit of a problem there. So basically, cut the box off. Still got the inlet trumpets facing down, so they'll be all right. I'm going to try and work out a way of running a protective shield around sort of there if I can, without making it look too gross. Everything else under here, standard mini, rebuilt gearbox, that's all done. Now we've got the fuel injection complete system in. Throttle position sensor, air temperature position is in a different place because it was down in the lower part of the box. It's now up here. It doesn't matter, as long as it senses the air temperature of the air coming in. 4 injectors all wired up. Standard MPI fuel pipes which fit on the BMW system, so we'll use those. Not too sure where the pipes are going to go from here to the body, but that'll have to wait till we get it in. Water temperature for the injection system will go into a unit that's going to go there, but it's just propped in there to keep it out of the way for a minute. I'm having one machine because I've also got a sensor to go into the dash. So I've got a temperature gauge, I've got the three gauge binnacle, so I need to put an extra sensor in there for the mini standard wiring loom. The mini standard wiring loom will fit across all this. This is kept separate all the way down to the separate ECU, which will be mounted on rubber suspenders on the inner wing. That is the link to the mini electrical system. That plug will come off, or I'll get the BMW plug and extend it, but that will come off somehow. Will be linked into the fuse box system, and that's all we really need. There's about 3 cables that I need. One will drive a rev counter if I ever fit one, but probably won't. Standard Verto clutch pipe, speedo, standard heater cable, heater pipe, sorry, that will go through the mini bulkhead. That's the outlet we had fitted on the back of the BMW head, so that fits the part. Crank pressure breathing, that will come through onto the standard BMW pipe, which is, believe it or not, 75 quid for a rubber pipe that's that long. Just unbelievable. Remember, we're buying BMW bits here, but they fit onto that fits onto these pipes. There's 4 of these on the bottom of each throttle body. 1, 2, 3, 4, and it comes round onto that system. But the idea is that I'm going to replace this with the standard mini oil filler cap put onto there, because it's only soldered onto the top of the rocker cover, so we can just take that off, solder that onto there with an extra pipe out, and then that will be where we fill the engine oil from, with a standard looking mini plastic rubber oil filler cap thing. But that's where it's all looking, so really quite happy. That's how it's going to go into the car, all ready to go really, apart from, I say, we've got a water outlet, but you can buy them now, they're modified to fit, but I'm having an extra outlet fitted in there for the mini temperature. That's the front end, waiting for the front plate to come over here,